Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 3rd, 2025. This is for Aries. Last shuffle. Well, okay. Let's see. Okay, so Aries, you got a bunch of cards that flew out on my lap. One fell on the floor. Um, Forgive me here, because it just flew somewhere weird. Okay, well, I got those two. This is fun, is it not? Okay, where did you go? Here, I found it. Okay, sorry about all that noise. I had to look for it. Okay, so we have increase your higher self and deserving. So there's a lot coming towards you that if you are in a space of saying, I deserve for different opportunities, success, things that are taking me out of my comfort zone, if you're in that space, this is happening. And it's coming out of nowhere. I'm seeing the moon flip over in the deck. So these things are coming out of nowhere. These are all things that would make sense to you. Okay, they're saying that they're all things that would make sense to you. So, hey, but they're all coming out of nowhere, but it will make sense. And they're saying that instinctively you'll know what's right for you. And you have the power to say no. You can walk away at any time. But you need to diversify your expectations. Like this and that could be true, right? That kind of thing. They're showing that a lot of change. A lot of things are going to be, they're coming at you in ways that you didn't expect. Now, there's a lot of things going on here. So deserving your higher self increase with the moon. Now, those are things where this is like you're going through a cycle of things coming at you, things that you know you deserve. It's very important that you keep your focus on being unlimited, not focusing on, like, your expectations need to be curbed. I'm saying diversify your expectations because it's not to say that you need to lose your expectations, but you need to be focused on the things that you know you want in your life, okay? Especially if you've been saying you want to persevere and you want to continue to go on a, like, you want to get out of a cycle. You want to improve. You want to expand. You want to be promoted, like those types of things. Like if I'm walking away from things that don't work for me, I want to move to something that does. I want to go deeper into this field, or I want to go further into something, and this would all be things that are new, okay? Because whenever we're expanding or growing, we're growing into something bigger. We've never been this big. We've never been this tall, this far in anything. Therefore, they're speaking of speaking of you knowing that you deserve to be, higher. Take me to a high. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing that song. Um, take me. mm, I think it's higher love. Steve Winwood. That's the name of the song. This song is old as I don't know what. It used to play in. It played in a movie, and I can't remember the movie, in the '80s. Okay, at the end of the movie, it came on. I was like, "What?" It turned me all the way, every sense in my body. I was like 8 or 9 or something. But uh, "Higher Love" by Steve Winwood is playing in my head. I don't know if that means anything to you. Shaka Khan, I think, singing that song. Um, but you want to be in a higher space. And so this is about happy success with the Queen of Swords, the World, Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. You're good. I'm seeing a lot of success for you, but it does come from you focusing on the new that comes in. Allow these new things or new opportunities, because with increase, that means there's a lot of it coming towards you. Allow your passion to drive you. So whichever one, it's like it won't be something like, oh, I expect that would work for me. This would be a vibe of, wow, that's interesting. What the fudge? I want to go that way. I want to go in that direction. You need to be like very fearless and bold and going in a direction. This is like new stuff. You want to incorporate the color mauve into your day. That color vibrates on this frequency of hearing, clear hearing, and that could be clairaudient hearing. Like you might hear um, things that so I guess that's why Spirit wanted me to hear that song, because that song, like when I say that I'm passionate about that song, I don't even know why. It's like it comes on automatically. I'm like, yes. But if you hear things as opportunities are coming, you hear songs or you hear names or you hear applause, whatever gets you excited, it has your heart and soul singing with joy. You would want to go in that direction. Know that you are unlimited. You have to know that there's really no limit. Some of you may place a lot of expectation on things. Expectations are limitations. Most of us don't know that because we just feel like, well, I should expect this kind of behavior from da 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 da. I should expect this response, or I should expect this approval. But that is a limitation because you've already spirit is bigger than you. So what you could possibly the whatever we can imagine is only limited to what our experiences are, what we know to be true. But spirit has things in store for us that we can't imagine because it's so much bigger, right? They have a bird's eye view. We're on the ground. So it's very important that you kind of like you diversify that by saying it could come in any form fashion, right? It doesn't have to be limited to the community that I'm in. It doesn't have to be limited to the bracket that I believe that I deserve, like the tax bracket. Today I could be broke as I don't know what, and tomorrow I could be rich. You got to keep your mind open. Know that your potential is endless and that you are supported in every way. I see angel number 333. They're talking about support. The universe supports you in every way. This angel number also speaks of time to work on your skills, like unleash your talents. Just do stuff. Just take advantage of the energy of passion, which is basically my heart and soul is completely singing with joy when I do this. Um, and it's like you're needing to discover talents, right? If you're needing to discover talents, then of course it would come from where from nowhere. We don't know what this is, but you know what? I found that I'm really good at this. I find that I'm actually good at that. um, there's an inner artist within you, and it's very important that you just start. Like life is going to be a symphony. You're not even going to know what the measure is. The next measure, we don't know. You're just playing the notes. um, Allow yourself to do so. Okay, so they want you to build your confidence as well. Yeah, courage with the high priestess and chariot. Just keep, even though you don't know where you're headed, you're following what you're hearing. You're following the messages you're getting. The victim mentality comes in with Five of Swords and Page of Swords, and that would tell me that you may always feel victimized by false pretenses. Like, I expect this and I get that. A lot of times what you expect back in the day, right, would be your expectations, your standards were so much higher than what came towards you. And so you may feel victimized by, like, what I'm seeing. I keep what I, a Page of Swords is like, I'm witnessing, I'm observing, I'm listening, I'm watching, all of that, right? I see that first of all, a closed mouth does not get fed, one. But two, I'm seeing someone going, I know that whenever I expect something, I get disappointed. And half the time when something comes towards me that I don't expect, it's it's trash, right? It's not, you know what I mean? At least that's what I'm seeing. And you always feel as though you are indecisive or not able to make a decision because what comes to it, it's so difficult. There's something about it's so difficult. Either I walk away or I settle. And a lot of times I see a person settling. And so they're speaking a lot about how you're going to be successful. You're going to have to be bold and fearless and not to be swayed by, no matter what I do, it always ends up kicking me, or it always ends up pushing me in a, the direction I don't want to go in, because they're saying, like, you need to know that you have the power to walk away at any time, right? You know what's right for you. Don't settle for anything, right? Don't settle for less, but you instinctively do know what's right for you. I'm seeing a lot of intuition, a lot of instinct. You have professional assistance with the Ace of Cups here twice. Someone here is offering a new opportunity. And this is like when I say a double whammy of a new opportunity, this is telling me that this is a person who is new. They are different. I'm seeing them being very diverse. They may be coming towards you. Well, how this looks is that they're coming in a way. This comes from you're like they're attracted to your talents, the hidden talents that you don't even know you have. And they may be offering a new opportunity, and this opportunity has everything to do with the talent that you don't know you have, which sounds interesting. But Spirit does want you to do something here. And I saw this with the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. There's something that you need to do in order to draw in the kind of a diversity that you are needing in your life, or to draw in the type of people. Because even if, say, you are looking for a romantic relationship, even if you're looking for opportunities where romance happens to follow along the way, or even if you're in a romantic connection and you're just saying, I just want to attract people towards me that add to my resume of talents. I do want to move further in life. I want to be promoted. I want to be in a higher station in the future. They're asking you to take this amazing bath. This is like a siren bath, right? You become a siren. As soon as you show up, it's like they hear a song and they don't know why. They just like, let me give this to Aries. Aries, I had an extra so and so. I want to just go ahead and give it to Aries. Or I have this perfect opportunity, but oh wait, for some reason I want to give it to that person right there. I want to give it to Aries. You want to take a pound of sea salt, okay? You want to put it in a bowl so you can mix it with 10 drops of jasmine, 10 drops of neroli oil. These are oils, and a lang-a-lang. You could do jasmine and neroli. You could do a combination of the two. Like jasmine and neroli, or jasmine and a lang-a-lang, but you could do all three. Okay. You would mix this up and you would put this in the bath, right? And this is a bath where you don't do anything but soak in this water. You don't, I mean, I wouldn't scrub, I wouldn't do anything. This is just getting in the water, and just soaking in this water. But this would be a time for visualization. So you would visualize that you are turning heads, right? With silence. You're not saying anything. Although I said a closed mouth doesn't get fed, but spiritually, even that, because spiritually it seems like someone's closed off because they're victimized. They're saying, no matter what I do, this happens and that happens. So I try to curb my expectations. But I also, yeah, that March too. That part too, rather, not that March, but in the world. But you would imagine these things. Imagine that everything is coming towards you. Then you would get out. You wouldn't do anything to your hair. You won't comb it. You won't do anything, right? Which is difficult if you have very curly hair. But you would get out and you would not towel dry. You would drip dry. See, I guess you would lay a towel on the ground or step on your mat, hang your mat afterwards, but dry. You allow yourself to air dry and watch all day. You won't even have to say anything. Things will come towards you. People will come towards you. They won't even know why. You won't even have to say a word, and you shouldn't say a word, is according to that. That the siren doesn't speak. So I see Pluto placements, and of course your first house, which represents you. And they show that that speaks a lot about Pluto placements would speak about how your self-image has changed. So they would want you to look into that. Badger may be important, the animal. I'm seeing a throne. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces. Cancer is quite strong, and Capricorn, those are the main signs. We also have Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces cusp, or a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Gemini, Cancer cusp. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.